Hey people, I know it's been a while since I've updated you on what's going on. I'm not dead, I am yet alive, and I'm doing well. I just wanted to inform you and give you an update of my experience with, in particular, Vyvanse. I've been taking Vyvanse now since last August, so that's about 6 months. And I've noticed some marked differences. I didn't want to come and make a bunch of videos every week just to get everybody to come to look and to see me tell the exact same thing. I don't think that's helping anybody, and I think it's a waste of my time and yours for me to tell you something you already know and for you to look at something you've already seen. So with that being said, it's been 6 months in. I've noticed a marked difference in when I take the drug, eating food, from when I take the drug and when I don't eat. Now that's one thing. There's also blood pressure that I've noticed. Blood pressure change, circulation, change. Now, when you're taking drugs and things like that, it helps to be sensitive to your body. You might want to log it down or make a mental note, write something or put something in the notes in your phone. I think though that you should definitely pay attention, being that this is a highly addictive substance. I think it's a class 2 or schedule 2, substance. So yeah, they're not just doling this out to anybody. And if you're getting it illegally, I wouldn't advise that because you don't know what you're taking. So just be careful. Let's talk about the appetite deal. Now, being that this is a stimulant and it increases norepinephrine in your brain, there is an issue, or the side effect of norepinephrine, the fight or flight response. Nobody's looking to eat something and use the bathroom when you want to run away or fight. So it kind of shuts down your bowels, and the whole process of wanting to use the bathroom, you're not really thinking about it. That's kind of a good thing when you have ADHD and you want to squirm and go around. But it also increases the jitters in your body, and your appetite goes down. Now, or is decreased. Now with me, the first 3 months that I've taken this stuff, the Vyvanse in particular, I'm at 50 milligrams currently. I could have eaten or not eaten, and it still was effective because the drug is in my body, and this is a foreign substance that's in my body, and my body's like, well, what is this? What do we do with it? And now it's like, oh, okay, this can be used to do, we can use it for various functions. Now it's become used to it, which brings me on to my next thing. When you are in a drug, you definitely should consult your doctor before you decide to say one day, you know what, I won't take it. Believe me, I did that. I've never taken anything where I had to feel like I had to take it again. And I don't feel like that with this. However, the days that I've decided either to maybe not take it or take it later, or just forget it and being careless and just being mindless about it, I've paid for it. As far as sleepiness is concerned, that's one of the things. That's one of the side effects for me. Again, I'm not walking around like scratching my arms, looking for somebody to sell it to me. But my energy level is shot, and I believe that's largely due to the fact that my body's used to having this drug inside of it, depending on it as far as it being a chemical like anything else in my body to do what it does best. As far as fight or flight response, or help me to concentrate and sit still and get things done. It's looking for it and it's not there. And it utilizes it as a source of energy. So, people can take, methamphetamine and different stimulants, of course, that's illegal, and go for days without sleep. People that use Adderall as a study drug to go for hours and pull an all-nighter. However, when your body's used to certain things, the chemicals come into your body, it's likely that it's inhibiting your body from naturally making it itself. And you could even mess with your sleep rhythm and your circadian rhythm. All those things you got to consider come into place. That comes into play. So when you take these drugs, definitely consult with a doctor, and don't not take it and take it at the same time. I would definitely recommend that, because this drug is in your body. Whatever it is you're taking, it could be Vyvanse. Like in my case, I'm at 50 milligrams. I need to be weaned off if I decide to do that, because my body is looking for it and it's going to respond in kind. It's sort of like coming out of a high, pretty much. And the same thing with coffee. Prior to coffee, for some of you coffee drinkers, you can't think straight. And then after a cup, all is well with the world. So that's similar to this, but think about that like on the 10th power. Okay, so definitely consult with your doctor. Now, as far as, again, as appetite, I've taken this, if I haven't said this already, I've taken this on an empty stomach initially, and it was fine. Worked either way. But now taking it on a full stomach, I noticed that it doesn't work as well. So now I take it in the morning, and I don't need anything. Of course, I haven't had anything to eat, nor is there a desire, because the stimulant is in my system. But I noticed that it works better. And how I can tell? Well, some of the side effects that I've had. I would tell you, if you suffer with high blood pressure, please consult a doctor before you take any kind of stimulant, because I can definitely feel my blood pressure raise. The feeling that you feel when you get angry, well, I know for me, when I get angry, I feel the tingles. You kind of feel like your heart is racing, eyes are swimming. Well, not to that extent, but I can kind of feel some of those sensations. And it's not during the entire duration of me using, being on the medication, but I may have it for a little bit and then it'll go away. But the biggest thing for me, which is kind of more of a nuisance than it is a problem, is the circulation. And I know my circulation has been affected by it. I can tell because my fingertips, toes, and also my nose tends to get cold. And those things normally happen when, circulation is poor, it's just straight out cold. But I know it's not just the cold, because I could be sitting in the room with my wife, I'm hanging out with her, and I'm like, honey, I feel chilly. And she's like, I'm hot. If you know my wife is never hot, okay? She's always cold. Always want to be layered up, just cold. I don't know if it's a woman thing or my wife thing, but she's always cold. And if I'm feeling cold and she's feeling hot, there is definitely something going on. So I knew at that point, I'm like, yeah, it's got to be this medication, because it's happened on several occasions. And in fact, it's happening right now. Fingertips feel cold. My feet feel kind of chilly. So I find myself doing this a lot and trying to keep my hands warm. I'm putting it by a heater. In fact, I got so cold, my wife was the one that actually complained about why is the heat so hot in the car, which never happens. So I know. So there's that. We have the dry mouth thing. Okay, my mouth right now is even as dry. Those are all things that norepinephrine does. I mean, it's the fight or flight response, and you get that nervous anxiety, a little bit of the jitters. Again, if these things are a bother to you, just go for something else, try a different dose. Speak to your doctor and consider other options. For me, the benefits outweigh the cost of having the little nervous jitters or the dry mouth or the cold fingers, because I can drink water, I can always warm my hands up, and the jitters kind of go away. That's just for me. But again, if you feel like these things are at an extreme, if you're shaking like a leaf and your mouth is so dry you can't even talk, it's like you have sand or cinnamon in your mouth, well, you might want to check with a professional and look at some other options. All right, but like I said, it's been 6 months. So I wanted to give you guys a better perspective, and not just a weekly blog just to kind of, do it, or vlog just to do it, but just to give you perspective on what I've experienced with it. All right, and I hope this video has helped you, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.